Hello everybody, my name is David. Thank you for watching Crazy Narcissist Ex-Girlfriend. This is part 2 in my Q&A video where I'm answering questions that you guys asked in the last Q&A video last Monday. And any questions you have, go down below and I'll answer them in the next Q&A video next Monday. Thank you very much. Next question, Will from Washington, D.C. Happy New Year's, Will. My histrionic personality disordered ex would bite me during sex. One morning, she bit herself and told me I did it. What's up with this? Well, it's just some kinky sex, Will. Come on, man. Why aren't you biting her? Why are you making her bite herself? Come on, man. Get with it. Come on. It's attention, man. You know, if she's histrionic, she wants attention. If she's borderline, she's got to be the victim. Poor me, you hurt me. Okay? And it might be a way to suck you in so you don't leave kind of thing. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bite you that hard. You know? Who knows, man? Fucked up head shit. You know? I'm sure that's all it is. Attention, man. Attention. Fear of abandonment. If she's borderline, histrionic, just attention, man. Kinky or sex. Histrionic, all they do is sex, sex, sex. You know? That's it. So, hope that helps. Well, C2 Crow, Happy New Year's. Would love to know where you are from. My ex borderline tries to hoover with an apology. I wrote a letter. Should I send it? What should I do? Well, I mean, why would you? What I can't imagine what the letter says, where you need a whole letter of you're explaining yourself to the borderline. So you don't need all this, okay? All you need is that. Bye. See ya. Tell them bye and that's it. Don't explain yourself. Don't send it. It just gives them more fuel, okay? It just gives them more attention and more reason to hold on and more reasons to keep contacting you because I'm sure you're a good, nice person and you said a bunch of good, nice things. They don't deserve it. You've done enough. Leave them alone, okay? Just leave them alone. You don't have to do anything. I would do nothing. But if anything, just say bye. Leave me alone. It's over. Remember, we broke up. Bye. Okay? Willa Barnes. Hello, Willa. Happy New Year's. And I can't remember where you're from. I feel horrible. I'm sorry. Do you have any tips on how to spot fake love and future faking? I was going to show. Here's that fake love letter again. Fake love. Fake love. Do you have any tips on how to spot it and future faking? It's hard to know when you're in it. Well, there should be a lot more signs, before then. Okay? But fake love and future faking. Do I have any signs? Well, the biggest thing I always say, you guys, is make sure what they say matches their actions. So if they're telling you, the one thing that you can assume big time about like histrionic, borderlines, they forget. Okay? And narcissists do this too. They promise big things and they'll be really excited about something and the next day you bring it up. Wait a few days and bring it up. And they won't be as excited or they won't even remember talking about it. That's a pretty good red flag. Wouldn't you think? Or if they love you so much one night, see if they love you that much again the next day. Act the same way. Don't be afraid. Act the same way. Watch what they do. Okay? Jeanette Jordan from California. Happy New Year's, Jeanette. My ex is an alcoholic. Is he borderline because he's alcoholic? No. No. And I'm sorry if I've been confusing with this. So I've said before that, and this is not from me. People get really mad at when I quote someone else. They get mad at me and say, I said that. Another psychiatrist, very good psychiatrist, has said that in his profession, pretty much what he believes, if you're a drug addict, you're borderline. Because that's how you act. Okay? But is he an alcoholic? Is he a borderline because he's alcoholic? No. He may act like borderline. But he may be an alcoholic because he's borderline. Hope that helps. Rocio Velasquez from Argentina. Happy New Year's, Rocio. What if I need things like a letter? Okay. So, Rocio wants to know about contacting your ex if you need something like a letter of recommendation. You know, Rocio, it's one of those things. I know I always preach no contact, but sometimes it's impossible. Okay? If this is something that's going to help your future, go ahead and ask for it. But ask yourself, can you handle the stress? This is going to open up a whole can of worms. What these people will do is say yes, and 2 months later, you're still asking for it. You probably will never get one. Okay? Just to throw that out there. That's my guess. But, yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry. I kind of let that one go if I would. But, hey, if you can handle it, try asking. If they don't give it right away, forget about it. Okay? Carolyn from England. Happy New Year's, Carolyn. I've gone through a full range of emotions. So Carolyn's already gone through her range of emotions. Now when I think of him, I get physically sick, feeling like vomiting. Is this normal? Well, you know, any reaction to this abnormal situation, I'm going to tell you is normal, okay? So it's a normal reaction to an abnormal situation, okay? I keep talking, and I'm at the end of this video, I'm going to talk about C-PTSD, okay? A lot more, because that's what all of this is, you guys. And I don't mean to preach your childhood, but it's what it is. Try somatization. That could be it too, where something that you think of makes you feel so physically ill, you actually get physically ill. Somatization. Could be that. Maybe. Throwing that out there. Look into it. Nikki, Sean. Happy New Year's, Nikki. Wherever you are. Would love to know. When the narcissist is love bombing and idealizing the new supply, is that when the devalue stage begins for another? Yes. Typically, yeah. I mean, it kind of goes like they're really excited about you, and it kind of starts to go down their excitement. They devalue you. You're not so good, and they start looking for someone else, and they idealize somebody else. And when they idealize someone else, they definitely are going to start devaluing you. Okay? Jane from England. Happy New Year's, Jane. I understand what you say about childhood issues needing resolving, but how do you do it? And don't even say therapy, because in England we have a deal with it approach. Okay. Well, I won't say therapy is what I'll just tell you, deal with it. If that's what I'm supposed to say, right, Jane? You live in you're telling me don't say therapy because you live in a place where they have a deal with it approach. So should I just tell you deal with it? Right? You don't want to go to therapy, you just want to deal with it, right? Or do you want to go to therapy? I can't tell you therapy, so I'm supposed to tell you deal with it. I don't know. So I can't say deal with it, and I can't say therapy. That's what you're saying, right? I got to come up with something else for you? Well, guess what, Jane? There's no quick solution, okay? If this was about information, Jane, if this was just about, here, guys, here's what it is, and you're solved, that's it, I would market that shit. I'd put a price on it and get rich. I give you the information. I'm giving it every day. I'm telling you how. But you guys aren't listening because it's not fun. Because it includes work. I'm telling you. This is C-PTSD. And this is from your childhood. You don't get C-PTSD from a relationship in your adult life. No, you do not. It's not because one person just fucks with you so hard and you're just screwed for the rest of your life. It's why you got in that relationship. Okay? I'll talk about it more at the end. Stay tuned, please. Wait, Jane. Joan from Massachusetts. Happy New Year's, Joan. My friend was diagnosed with multiple personality disorder, but I told him he's not because it's called dissociative disorder. Does this mean he has all of them? Okay, is what I think you're asking, Joan? I don't know your friend, okay? So you're asking about multiple personality disorder. And you're asking, does that mean he has all of them? No. Multiple personality disorder is not a personality disorder. It means you have multiple personalities. It means you literally slip into different personalities. Okay? It's a way to deal with massive trauma. Okay? Massive sexual, I'm talking massive sexual, massive physical abuse and trauma for years to where that person can't deal with it anymore. and they take that personality and they push it over there, and they say, this person can deal with all the problems. I'm going to be this person. I'm going to be strong and, you know, and then that person has to deal with all the shit. Not me. It happened to him, not me. I'm good. You know, that's multiple personality. So I know it sounds like he has lots of different personality disorders. No, he has lots of different personalities, and it's a disorder, not a personality disorder. Hope that makes sense. Catherine Brady. Don't know where you're from, Catherine. Would love to know. And Happy New Year's, Catherine. I've been searching for info on C-PTSD, and it's lacking. Can you go over common symptoms? Yes, I can. And this is what I'm talking about at the end here. I'm going to make I'm totally going to start devoting more videos to C-PTSD, because this is what you guys have, and this is what you need to heal from. Okay? This is what you're calling narcissistic abuse. Okay? This is why we look and act and feel like borderlines. Okay? Borderlines come from childhood trauma between 2 and 4 years old. We come from childhood trauma. We look the same. You want to know symptoms? Go look at symptoms of borderline. They're dealing with shit the same way we deal with shit. Okay? Now there's a difference. But let me tell you this, that it's very common for people with C-PTSD to go be diagnosed with borderline. Okay? That's common. Because they act and look the same. It feels the same. And that's why you guys feel a little crazy. And if you dated a borderline, you definitely feel like them. And you're wondering, God damn, is it me or them? Or are we both? Shit. You know, it's like, well, it's very similar. Okay? And, you know, this is a history of traumatic events. You know, this is the same as shame. When I talk about shame, go look at my video titled just shame. It'll help you understand that this is, shame would be like a single event where trauma is just years of it. Okay? So some of the symptoms would be, you know, pushing people away, poor self-esteem, emotional dysregulation, impulsiveness, forgetfulness, self-blame, self-avoidant, you know, all these things, self-abandonment issues. We abandon ourselves like borderlines, you know, but a major difference is they are so dependent and can't be without people, and we tend to recluse and push people away, right? And we kind of act weird and odd and say weird things sometimes and do a lot of things we regret and explode on people. Okay, these are symptoms. These are what it looks like. These are some characteristics. Tightening of the fists, tightening of the jaw, trauma. Think of it, how a child reacts when you traumatize them. Okay? Anxiety, drinking, drugs, workaholic, eating disorders, all symptoms. If you guys, look, this is a lifelong thing. This is the time now you are forced. You are absolutely forced to deal with all of your life's problems. Okay? You cannot carry on being an alcoholic and cure this stuff. It's not going to happen. Now you have to cure your alcoholism. Now you have to stop drinking. But know that alcoholism is a product of this. That's why you're drinking. Okay? I'm going to start making more videos on this. And I'm going to tell you guys how to heal. But it's not about the information. Okay? It's about doing the work. What you need to know, the most important thing about C-PTSD is start having awareness. Start getting information and really finding the truth, because you need to start controlling your own thoughts and how you think, metacognition, and how you feel. Start changing these things. Okay? One common symptom, this is huge, everybody, huge symptom of C-PTSD. You ready? Huge symptom. Look in this community, you guys, because they all have it. So you'll see the symptoms. People that have channels like me, but they're out there saying they're fucking monsters and they're demons and they're just, oh, that's a common symptom of C-PTSD. Those people are not healed. They need to heal. Okay? They're on there making videos saying, screw them! I hate them! They're bigger than life! Oh, they're huge though! You know? They're like this, and it's massive C-PTSD. Okay? Emotional responses to trauma. Okay? That's what that is. And you guys out there that believe that they're Jezebel spirit and all these things, that's a symptom of C-PTSD. You won't feel that way anymore in a few years, couple years, whenever you get out of this shit. When you start soaking in information and learn what it is. Know what it is. Know what's going on in your head. I talk about this all the time, guys. Go way down my playlist and you'll find all kinds of videos. I have healing C-PTSD in a playlist. I have videos I've been talking about for a year and a half about this stuff. Okay? But now I'm going to devote myself entirely to this. Okay? Because you guys need help. I know. You need help and you need to know how to do it. This isn't something you're going to do by yourself. I'm sorry. You just can't. It takes too much perspective. You need to know where you're at and why. You need to reprocess things and feel things correctly. You need someone to point out things to you. And then you need to know to keep going. You know, a lot of us come out of this situation with C-PTSD, okay? And we watch narcissist videos. And we feel a little better. That's going to happen. But then we plateau out. And we have all these residual things going on still because we're not healed. We just feel a little better, everybody, okay? I help people with this every day. This takes a while. But start learning the truth. Stop this Jezebel spirit stuff. Stop this demon, devil, monster, alien. Find out what it really is or it's going to screw with you forever. You guys have C-PTSD. You are reacting to trauma. With trauma, with this, comes along shame and guilt. If you enter relationships and you have not resolved your shame and guilt or your trauma, someone is going to very easily get their fucking stakes into you. Okay? And when they start trauma bonding with you, your shame and guilt will surface. Shame and guilt will surface and you'll be right back where you were. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. You need to start learning. Get help, you guys. Have somebody start helping you do this. Okay? I'm also going to make some videos, some DVDs, and have them on my website. Okay? How to totally heal from this stuff. But it doesn't matter what I tell you. You have to do it. Okay? You have to learn and do it. I hope that makes sense, everybody. Thank you so much. That's the end of it. Okay? Thank you very much. 2017 is behind us. 2018 is here. Make better choices, everyone. And always love yourself first. Okay? I love you. Bye-bye. Danny Dog Productions.